Estuary. The word estuary is derived from the Latin word estuarium, mean tidal inlet of the sea, which in itself is derived from the term estus, meaning tide. There are different definitions for estuary. Among them, the most important definitions are as follow. An estuary is semi-enclosed coastal body of water which has a free condition with the open sea and within which seawater measurably diluted with fresh water derived from land drainage. Pritchard in 1967. The best definition comes from a paper by Perilio 1995 discussing different definition of estuaries. An estuary is a semi-enclosed coastal body of the water that extend to the effective limit of tidal influence, within which seawater entering from one or more free connection with the open sea or any other saline coastal body of water is significantly diluted with fresh water derived from land drainage and can sustain euryhaline biological species from either part or the whole of the life cycle. Parleo 1995. Estuaries come in all shapes and sizes and can be called bays, lagoons, harbors, inlet, sound, wetland, and stamp. Characteristic of estuaries. Estuaries are shallow and water is brackish, a mixture of freshwater and saltwater. They are the transition from land to sea and freshwater to saltwater. They are extensive intertidal areas including salt marsh, mud flood, and sand flood. There is a gradual change of temperature and salinity estuaries. Salinity varies spatially and over the course of a day as the tide moves in and out. Near the input from the river 0.5 ppt, in the middle of the estuary ppt, at the ocean more than 25 ppt parts per thousand, a unit for salinity. Estuaries are very nutrient rich ecosystem, lead to high productivity and high biodiversity. Estuaries transport and trap nutrient and sediment through the combined action of freshwater flow, wind, wave, and tidal action. Nutrients are constantly mixed due to tidal action and river flow. Salt marsh, grasses, algae, and phytoplankton are major producers. Estuaries are unique environment to which plants and animals have especially adapted. They are fertile environment of plant and animal life. Many organisms are found in muddy bottom. Migrant and seasonally fluctuating population of animal, particularly bird, are present in estuaries. They are one of the most biologically productive environment on earth. Estuaries are protected from ocean forces by reef, barrier island, headland, and deltas. Estuaries in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a riverine country. There are some international major river and many small river which fall into Bay of Bengal after flowing through the country. So there are many estuaries which play important role in fisheries sector of Bangladesh. The Meghna estuary, three mighty river, the Brahmaputra, the Ganga, and the Meghna, united from the Meghna estuary and flow into Bay of Bengal. Most hilsa fish are caught in the estuary. Is it is the nursery, spawning, and feeding ground of many fishes, especially hilsa fish. The Cornfully Estuary. It is found by a single river, the Cornfully, which fall into Bay of Bengal. The seaport Chittagong is situated on the bank of estuary. The Matamohari Estuary, the Feni Estuary, at the border of Chittagong and Noakhali. Tetulia Estuary. There are many estuaries in the Sundarban mangrove swamp region at the southern part of Greater Khulna, Bagherhat, and Satkhira. The Sundarban forest is a mangrove forest situated in a swamp of the following estuaries: the Bishkhali estuary, the Horighata estuary, the Pashar estuary, the southern part of the Rupsha river, the Bogra estuary, the Kunga estuary, the Malancha estuary, the Shipsha estuary, the Raimongol estuary, the Haria Bhagna estuary. Classification or type of estuary. Estuaries may be classified according to three types: geomorphology, topography, water circulation, stratification, and water balance or freshwater discharge. Estuaries may be classified into four types based on geomorphologically topography: drowned river valley, also known as flooded river valley or coastal plain estuary. It is resulted from the rising sea level after the last glacial maximum 18,000 years ago, as the ice melted and the water warm. Sea level rose. Sea level invade up the river, flooding low-lying areas or low-lying coastal river valley. The valleys are usually shallow with gentle sloping bottom. The depth increases towards the river mouth. This type of estuary is common throughout the world. Example: Maryland and Virginia estuaries in United States, and the Thames and Mersey estuaries in England. Tectonic estuary, also known as subsidence estuary. It is resulted from tectonic activity process such as landslide, faulting, and volcanic eruption that lead to sinking of the land and invasion of seawater into a river mouth. This activity is or has been common along coast such as Pacific coast of North America. These estuaries vary greatly and often share characteristic with other type. Example: San Francisco Bay, California. Fjords resulting from glacial scouring of deep valley along the coastline where river flow into the sea. These estuaries are characterized by steep slope of adjacent land and their great depth. They are U-shaped coastal. They are U-shaped coastal indentured. They are common above 45 degree of latitude. Example: Puget Sound, United States. Alberni Inlet, British Columbia, Canada. Songi Fjord, Norway, and Milford Sound, New Zealand. Barbauld Estuary. It is resulted from barrier island or sandbars separating the sea from the freshwater draining from river. These are shallow basin, often partly exposed at low tide. Example: the Roanoke River, United States; the Moreton Bay, Australia; and the Valor Estuary, India.